Everybody. Hi, welcome to the last day of seminar. So finally it's last day. Okay guys, make sure you know that this is maths conducted in English. So if you wish to attend Mandarin class, it will be later. Okay, so this conducted in English. Okay, everybody say hi to me. Do you all have seminar notes now? Do you all have this? Yes. Yes, okay. Now I believe you should have it because this is already the last week of seminar. Okay, if you really don't have, you can still download PDF file in the TDC website. Okay, guys, ready. Now we're gonna do revision for first term exam. Okay, can I know anyone exam is actually start next week, which is tomorrow? Anybody exam start tomorrow? I heard some schools start tomorrow. What school is it? And then some school will be the week after next week. I'm really from Penang. Penang what school? Hey, Penang. I know Penang also. Okay, guys, now let's have a look. What are the topic included in this book? Okay, so what are the topic included in this seminar? So hopefully we can finish almost 70% of this book. Okay, my aim is to finish most of it. Okay, let's see. The first topic is quadratic function and equation. Okay, definitely we will go through this because this is your Form 4 Chapter 1. Okay, then after that, okay, we go through the topic first. Okay, the next topic will be Part 3, logical reasoning. So the true false thingy. So the thing that we just learned in our class, like just ended this week. Hey, I didn't put chapter 2 number basis. So number basis, you have to do revision on your own because it's the easiest chapter. Agree? Number basis. Okay, so this is part 3. Okay, next in this book we have area volume. Okay, in exam definitely will come out. If your exam cover Form 1 to Form 4, so definitely will be area and volume in it. 2 pi r square. And maybe those cone, cylinder, hemisphere, this is all about formula. Okay, next. Okay, exam most of the time will come out straight line. Y equal mx plus c. Okay, the last chapter of your Form 3. Okay, then next. Okay, we have algebra. So exam will come out this thing. Okay, but usually in Form 4, algebra will come out in paper 1. Okay, paper 1. You know that now you're going to sit for 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 will be objective question. How many questions? This this could be the first paper that you sit for Form 4. So maybe you might not know the format. If your school set full format, there will be 2 paper, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will be 40 questions. Yes. Okay, 40 questions. And then paper 2 will be 100 marks, will be all written question. Okay, so these usually will come out in paper 1. Okay. Algebraic. Okay, next. Indices, index. Okay, your Form 3 popular chapter. Okay, this will come out mostly in paper 1 also, when it comes to Form 4 and Form 5. Okay, next. Okay, we have polygon. Okay, polygon, this chapter important. And circle. Do you still remember this chapter in Form 3? Sandwich, bracket. This one. There are many rules to apply. Okay, then after that, yeah, done. Okay, so this whole book, hopefully we can do most of it. Okay, let's start with the first topic, quadratic. Alright, now, first one. When we come to quadratic, okay, always remember what is general form. Okay, when we say general form, bentuk arm, okay, we are referring ax squared plus bx plus C equal 0. Yep. Okay, look at the first question. So the diagram shows this highway tunnel. So what is the width? Okay, the curve of the tunnel is modeled by this function fx equal 5 minus 0.2 x squared. What is the width in meter of the tunnel? Okay, the question wants to know what is the width of the tunnel. Okay, so they use function to model it, okay, which means okay, you can draw y-axis fx in the middle. Okay, we model this thing as function. Okay, this one you put fx. Now, if I want to know the width of the tunnel, okay, you see this one is the set face. Okay, this is a set face. As long as we know the x1 and x2, then we will be able to tell the width, right? So how do we find x1, x2 in quadratic function? So we're going to press calculator. Okay. Fx equal 5 minus 0.2 x squared. So this is the given function. So to find x1, x2, okay, we make it into general form. Okay, 5 minus 0.2 x squared equals 0. Okay, guys, is it in general form already? Do we arrange it in ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0? Not yet. Okay, so we're gonna arrange negative 0.2 x squared in front, and then the 5 at the back equal 0. Okay, guys. When we say ax squared plus bx plus c, okay, there's one more thing we need to focus on, which is the a. Okay, we always keep the a positive. So now the a, you see that is negative 0.2. Okay, so what do we do? How do I make it positive? And also, we can make it into whole number. Okay, we need to make it whole number. So to make it into whole number and positive, we just have to divide by what? I want to make this number become whole number and positive. Okay, we divide it by negative 0.2. Yes, okay. Negative 0.2x divided by negative 0.2, so we get positive x squared. Then followed by okay, 5 divided by negative 0.2, so we get negative 25. Equal 0 divided by negative 0.2 is still 0. Okay, so this is a general form. Okay, then now open 2 bracket equals 0. Okay, guys, the A, B, C you need to key in calculator. So remember, okay, A is the number in front of x squared, which is 1. B is the number in front of x. So what is the B? Do you see x? There's no x, right? No x means the B is 0. And C is the number behind, which is negative 25. Okay, so key in. Make sure you know how to press this thing. Mode, degree. Okay, A is 1, B is 0, C is negative 25. So the first answer is x1 is 5. Then the other answer, x2 is negative 5. Okay, so when we fill in the bracket, we terbalik it. So we write, if it's positive 5, we write minus x minus 5. So x minus 5 equals 0. So if it's negative 5, okay, we put plus. So x plus 5. X plus 5 equal 0. Okay, guys, we get x1, x2. It is 5 and negative 5. Okay, you can label in the diagram. Okay, go back to the diagram here. So here, negative 5 and x2 is 5. So the question asks, what is the width of the tunnel? So what is your answer? So you know that negative 5 to here will be 0. So will be 5 meter. 5, yeah, meter. Okay, then 0 to 5, another 5 meter. Okay, the width of the tunnel will be 5 plus 5, answer 10 meter. Yes. Okay, let's do question 2. Okay, do we need to convert the A to 1? No. Yeah, okay, this here. Okay, do we convert it to 1? No need, but we need it to be positive. We need it to be whole number. Because now it's 0.2 ma. Even though if it's positive, okay, let's say even it is 0.2 positive, we will still make it into whole number. So the best way to make it whole number, the fastest way, you divide it by 0.2. You get 1 straight away. Okay, equation, when we talk about equation, we don't keep decimal. But again, if you key in this negative 0.2, you key in this 5 in the calculator, you will still get answer. Just that the working will be weird. The working doesn't make sense if you put decimal. Alright, so remember, we keep the A positive, we keep the whole equation whole number. Yes, correct. Okay, number 2. It is a rectangular cardboard EFGH. Given the area of shaded region is 30. Okay, this shaded region 30 cm square. Find the length of EF. Okay, where is it? Okay, at the end we need to find EF. If you want to find EF, you need to find out what is X. Okay, you need to find out what is X. Okay, we need to form equation. Okay, what equation can we form? Depends on the question. If the question say area of shaded region is 30, so we form equation regarding shaded region. Okay, shaded region is a triangle. So if it's a triangle, we always need 1/2 times base times height. Okay, what is the height? Let's see. What should be the height, guys? We know that this is X. We know that this is 3. How about the remaining? So we know that this is X minus 3. Yep. Okay, then we need the base. Okay, the base which is here. Okay, this whole thing 2x minus 1. And this is 7. What is the remaining here? Then it will be 2x minus 1 minus 7. Okay, 2x minus 1 minus 7, which is 2x minus 8. Agree? It is 2x minus 8. Okay, now we have the height, we have the base. Okay, now we can form our equation, the first line. So they say area of shaded region is a triangle. Don't forget about the 1/2 triangle. Okay, the base is 2x minus 8. The height is x minus 3. 1/2 times base times height equals to 30. Okay, next. Everything must expand. So we bring this 1/2 over. Become times 2 easier. Okay, then we get 60. Then these two bracket expand. 2x times x. So 2x squared. 2x times negative 3. So it's negative 6x. Negative 8 times x. Negative 8x. Negative 8 times negative 3. Positive 24. Okay, make it into general form. Okay, 2x squared. Okay, here, negative 6x minus 8x, which is negative 14x. Okay, can bring this 60 over, become minus. Okay, take out your calculator. 24 minus 60, negative 36, equal 0. Okay, is this considered general form? So general form, always ax squared. Okay, always x squared. And then x, then number, then equals 0. Okay, yes, this is general form. But is this in the simplest form? Can we still simplify it? We want the equation to be the smallest. Everything can still be divided by 2, isn't it? Okay, we divide it by 2. Okay, divide by 2, so we get x squared minus 7x minus, minus 18 equals 0. Okay, so this is the smallest, the simplest form. Okay, then now open 2 bracket equals 0. Okay, guys, key in the ABC in your calculator and what do you get at the end? Okay, the A here is 1. B is the number in front of X, which is negative 7. C is negative 18. Okay, what do you get? Okay, do you get X equals to 9, x equals to -2. Okay, now terbalik, fill in the blank. Okay, we fill in the blank in the bracket, so we put minus, so x minus 9. X minus 9 equals 0. So if it's -2, we put plus. So x plus 2. X plus 2 equal 0. We ignore -2. Which one? We got -2. Okay, yeah. Okay. When the equation, okay, every time you check first, even though it is in general form, if you key it in calculator straight away, you will get the answer. But we will do extra step, which is make it smaller. If can simplify, we simplify. Then only you key in calculator. Can? Okay, so now you got two answers. When it comes to problem solving question, you need to reject one answer. Which answer cannot be accepted? So in this case, x is length. So length cannot be -2 cm. Okay. Oh, you mean this one, is it? Okay, so -2 cannot. So you have to put bracket rejected. Have to put if you forgot to put, your teacher will minus mark. So you put rejected means you want x to be 9 cm. Okay, is this the final step? Okay, not yet, because the question asks EF. Okay, finally you can find EF now. Okay, EF is 2x minus 1. So the x is 9. So the answer is 18 minus 1, which is 17 cm. All right, let's go next one. Chapter 1 is very, very important. Okay. Now let's look at quadratic function. Okay, quadratic function refers to this graph. Okay, number 1, okay, what they say? So this function, okay, they give us fx equal x squared minus 2x minus 8. So point P and Q lies on x-axis. R is the minimum point. Okay, you check and see. PQ is on x-axis. R is minimum point, which is the lowest point. Okay, number 1, determine the coordinate of P and Q. Okay, you need to find coordinate of P and Q. Since both is on x-axis, okay, so you know that what coordinate will be 0. So it is on x-axis already, so the y is definitely 0. So here definitely 0. It's just that what is the x? Okay, every time if I want to find x-intercept, so this is called x-intercept, pintasan x, the x1, x2, how do we find it? To find x1, x2, use calculator. You key in the ABC in your calculator, then you will get x1, x2. Correct? Okay. Now guys, key in. You don't have to write long step. I just need the x1, x2. Okay. The A is 1, B is -2, C is -8. Okay, from the question, this one. A is 1, B is -2, C is -8. What do you get? Okay, you get 4 and also -2. Okay, from calculator, 4 and -2. Okay, so you know that on the left hand side, it will be negative value. So this -2. Then on the right hand side, it will be positive. Okay, 4. So you get the answer. Okay, number 1, the coordinate for P is -2, 0. Q is 4, 0. Done. Okay, number 2. Calculate the values of S and T. Okay, let's see where is it. Okay, S and T is actually the coordinate of minimum point. Okay, let's talk about S first. S is X coordinate. How do we find X? Okay, X is exactly in the middle here. How do I find this one? Minimum point is always in the middle. Okay, it's always in the middle. So we have two ways to find. It's either we use formula. Remember how do we find the line, the axis of symmetry? This one by using x equal negative b over 2a. Yes, so there's such formula. If you use this, you can find the x. Or there's another faster way. S is the midpoint. Midpoint of negative 2 and 4. Do you agree or not? If I want to find S, since I have x1 and x2, I can just find midpoint. So which is how much? Okay, so the S is, you can take negative 2 plus 4 divided by 2. So the answer S is 1. So this is 1. So this is using x1, x2, add together, divide by 2, find midpoint. Okay, if you don't want, okay, or another way is use x equal negative b over 2a. You get the answer. So x equal negative b, just now we said is negative 2 over 2a. A is 1. So at the end, x equal negative, negative, positive. 2 divided by 2. So we get 1. Both also accepted. Okay, whether you want to use midpoint or you want to use formula. Okay, then as done, how to find t? It is 1. If you have x coordinate, you want to find y coordinate. So what do we do? Now I have 1 and then t. I don't know. So we sub into the question. Okay, the function given is fx equal x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay, so this is the function given. So now I have x. I want to find y. I want to find fx. Okay, so y is t. So I want to find t. Okay, x is 1 squared minus 2 bracket 1 minus 8. Okay, what is the answer? Okay, we sub x equal 1. So t equal 1 minus 2 minus 8. So t is negative 9. So every time when we come to coordinate, you have x and y only. If you have one of the coordinate, let's say you have x, you don't have y, you sub the x into the question, you will get y. Or maybe if you have y, you don't have x, you sub the y into the question, you can also find x. Okay, always sub. Okay, now number 3. Guys, number 3, the question asks, what is the axis of symmetry, Baxi symmetry? What will be your answer? Axis of symmetry, Baxi symmetry is the line in the middle. You need to write the equation. What do we call this line? We found that this line is at 1, isn't it? If it's a vertical line, it touch x-axis, it touch 1. So this line is called x equals to 1. Yep. Straight away answer. Okay, B. Okay, part A all finish 1, 2, 3. Now look at B. Okay, B says that given that straight line UV is parallel to x-axis, determine the coordinate of point B. Okay, look at the question. So they say this line UV is parallel to x-axis. Okay, what they're trying to tell here? If they mention that this line parallel, so they want to show that UV is a horizontal line. Okay, it's a horizontal line. If it's a horizontal line, what is the coordinate of B? Okay, which coordinate you already know? So B and U, they are horizontally connected. Can you tell what is U? Okay, U is the y-intercept, isn't it? The graph touch y-axis here. U is y-intercept. Y-intercept is how much? Y-intercept is always the C. Yes, so here should be negative 8. If this is negative 8, then the y coordinate is -8. Okay, how about the x? Okay, x we don't know. We know y. Okay, like I told you just now, if you have one of the coordinate, we sub into the question. You can find x. Okay, B. So our function fx equal x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay, this is the question. I know that y is -8. Okay, fx is -8. Now I need to find x. So you see, left hand side -8, right hand side also -8. So here 0. X squared minus 2x equals 0. So what is the x1 and x2? Okay, is this in general form already? You see, x squared x, okay, equals 0. Yes. Now you can open two bracket equals 0. x1, x2. Oh yeah, guys, wait. Actually, no need press calculator. You can do it manually. When left two term, okay, you don't have to factorize two with calculator. X squared minus 2x, what can be factorized? Factor. What can be taken out? Actually, you can do it manually, right? X squared minus 2x, both also got x. We can take out the x. So we get x minus 2 equals 0. Okay, so the x here, first answer equals 0. The other one, x minus 2 equals 0. So x equal 2. Okay, so you have two answers. When y is -8, the x is either 0 or 2. So you want 0 or 2. You want 0 or 2. Okay, you see, when y is -8, we have 2 points, same like the diagram given. So the y can be 0, the other y, sorry, the x can be 0, the other x will be 2. So the answer is 2. V is 2, -8. Okay, so this is quadratic function part. Okay, let's do more. Okay, next one. If you have any question, ask us, guys. Okay, you will get better understanding by asking. Okay, maybe you have some thought in your brain, you can ask. Okay, number 4. It shows a rectangular piece of land in front of Encik Aziz's house. He wants to build a resting hut, okay, at a garden by allocating 2 square region with X meter. Okay, so this is actually a land. In the middle, okay, got 2 resting hut. Okay, the total area of the land is 56 meters square. Okay, calculate the value of X. Find the area of the land that is not covered by 2 square region. Okay, so at the end, you need to find the area outside. Okay, first thing, we need to form equation. So what equation do we need to form? Depends on what information given. They give us total area of the land. Then we find total area. Rectangle, always length times width. Okay, put these two together. So the length is 3x plus 2 times the width is x plus 5 equals to 56. Okay, this will be your first line. Then you expand, make it into general form. Okay, 3x times x, 3x squared. 3x times 5, 15x. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 5, 10. Okay, you can bring this 56 over, minus 56 equal 0. Okay, 3x squared plus 15x plus 2x, 17x. Then for number, 10 minus 56. So which is -46 equals 0. Okay, this is general form. Can we simplify this? Can we make it even smaller? Okay, cannot already. No. Then the next step, we open two bracket and then equal 0. Okay, what is the x1, x2? Okay, so the A is 3, B is 17, C is negative 46. 3, 17, negative 46. Okay, you get X is 2. Okay, you get decimal, right? Okay, make sure you change to improper fraction. Shift ABC. You have to press Shift ABC. So X equal negative 23 over 3. Cannot write decimal. You cannot write mixed number. It has to be fraction. Okay. Terbalik, fill in into the bracket. So this one minus X minus 2. So X minus 2 equals 0. The other one, negative. So you put plus. Always write denominator first. You bring the 3 to the front. So we write 3x plus 23. 3x plus 23 equal 0. Okay, so this is a problem solving question. X cannot be what number? We have to put rejected. Diabaikan. We want to ignore it. So negative 23 over 3. So this one you must put rejected. Okay, which means the X is 2. Okay, we are not done yet. So what the question asks? Okay, they want value of X. We found it. And they also want the area not covered by 2 root square. Okay, we know that the length of square is X. X is 2. Okay, what is the area for 1? Okay, 2 times 2. Alright, 2 times 2. Then it will be 4. It will be 4 meters square. We have both. Okay, later we need to minus. Okay, we have both. What is the length of the rectangle? What is the length and also the width? Okay, the length of rectangle, 3, x is 2 plus 2. So 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, which is 8 meter. Okay, how about the width? Okay, the width of the rectangle, x plus 5. So x is 2. 2 plus 5, 7 meter. Okay, now we want to find the area, everything, without the 2 square. So at the end, rectangle 8 times 7 minus, we have 2 square. 2 times. Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, yes, you don't have to find length and width because the question also given 56. Okay, I do extra step already. Because 8 times 7 is so 56. Yeah, you can skip. Actually, you can skip this because the question given 56. Okay, minus 4 times 2. 56 minus 8. So the answer is 48 cm squared. So you can forgot to refer back to the question. Question is already given total area. Okay, the answer is 48 meter. Yeah, meter. Okay, guys, let's look at next page. Sketch. Okay, do you know what you have to get ready before sketch a graph? Okay, let's see. Okay, here sketching got 4 questions. Okay, let's do maybe 1 question. The rest I will leave it to you. Okay, we just do 1 question enough. Okay, sketch graph. Always need to get ready 5 things. Okay, before you sketch the graph, first thing you have to know what is the shape. Okay, second, you have to find the x-intercept, pintasan x. Okay, third, you have to know what is the y-intercept. Fourth, we have to find where is the axis of symmetry, the line in the middle. Axis symmetry. Okay, number 5, we have to determine it whether it is minimum or maximum point. Then we need to find the coordinate. So we need to know these 5 things before we sketch the graph. Okay, so we do question number 1. State the ABC. A is 1. B is 5. C is 6. Right? Okay, what is the shape? Okay, guys, a happy face or a sad face? So what decides the shape? Which is the A. So A, if it's positive, you will get a happy face. If the A is negative value, you will get a sad face. So A is positive 1, a happy face. Okay. Intercept. What is the x-intercept? So x-intercept means where the graph touch x-axis, the x1, x2, the x-intercept. How do we usually find x1, x2? Use calculator. Okay, key in ABC in calculator. Come on. The A is 1, B is 5, C is 6. So you get x1 is -2, and then the other one is -3. Right? So you have 2x-intercept. Okay. Third one, y-intercept. Guys, can you tell where is y-intercept? What is y-intercept? Y-intercept is always the C. In the question, C is 6. So the y-intercept 6. Okay, number 4, the axis of symmetry. Axis symmetry means the line in the middle. So what is the answer? It's either you use formula or you can use midpoint. Okay, we use formula to find lah. X equal -b/2a. This thing. X equal -b, b is 5/2a, a is 1. So x equal -5 divided by 2, -2.5. Okay, so the line in the middle is at -2.5 later. Okay, last one. Can you all tell me, this question is maximum or minimum point? Because we have a happy face, okay? We have a happy face, so we get a lowest point here. The lowest point is called minimum point. Okay, we have minimum point. So what is the coordinate of minimum point? The x in the middle we found it is -2.5, right? So the x coordinate is straight away -2.5. How about y? If you have x, you have to find y, sub into the question. Okay, sub into the question. Fx equal, x is -2.5 square plus 5 bracket -2.5 plus 6. Okay, what is the final answer? Okay, you get -0.25. -0.25. Okay. Now, when we have these 5 things ready, so now take up pencil. We sketch with pencil always. First, okay, you follow the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this sequence. Okay, first you draw the shape, a happy face. Okay, you sketch a happy face like this. Okay, the shape done. Next, x-intercept. Okay, x-intercept, when you have 2 x-intercept, means the x-axis will touch the graph, intersect the graph at 2 points. Okay, where should you place the x-axis? You have to draw x-axis first. Either, okay, what do you think? Is it here, the highest point, the middle, or lower? Okay, they are different location. Okay, the highest, or maybe in the middle, or maybe slightly lower, or maybe the lowest. Okay, because you want to intersect 2 points, definitely not this one, because this one will not only intersect 1. Okay, 2. You want to intersect 2 points, you have to check y-intercept. If y-intercept is 6, okay, you need more space on top. You need more positive space. Okay, the best way to draw x-axis is actually slightly lower. You get what I mean? You put it lower so that so that you have more space on top because you want positive 6 ma. Okay, you try imagine if you put x-axis here. Let's say you put x-axis here. You leave so much space at the bottom. At the bottom is considered negative value for y. You don't need negative value. So don't put too high. Okay, so the x-axis you put slightly at the bottom. Okay, once you draw x-axis already, so here -3, here -2. Okay, -3, -2. Okay, x-intercept done. Now, y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept, you need to have y-axis first. Where should you place your y-axis? Do we draw it in the middle? Your y-axis is always at 0. Okay, where is more logical to put 0? So 0 is after -2, isn't it? Here -2, so the 0 should be somewhere here. Okay, so your y-axis, you have to draw here. So at least it is on the right-hand side of -2. So here's 0. Once you draw y-axis, okay, you label. Okay, then now only you can label the y-intercept. Y-intercept here, 6. Understand? Okay. Number 4, axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry is the line in the middle. Okay, you just label in the middle. Yeah. Okay, this line is x equal -2.5. Last one, minimum point. Okay, you plot and then you put the coordinate is -2.5 and -0.25. A complete graph done. Okay guys, if you're done drawing, sketching, can you all type done? Okay, the rest of the question, you try it on your own. Okay, for sketching graph, always remember these 5 things. And my suggestion is you find everything nicely first, all the information you found it, then only you draw. And when you draw, you follow the sequence. You draw the shape, you draw x-axis, you put x-intercept, then you will be able to plot y-intercept accurately. Okay, follow the sequence. Done. We go next one. Okay, all right, number 6. Okay, the diagram shows a cone having height y, inclined length, okay, which is the slant length y plus 2, and the radius is r. Volume of the cone is 320 pi. Find the value of y. And put the x-axis arrow on the left-hand side. You mean do it this way? Usually we put on the right-hand side. Put on the right-hand side. I don't see arrow on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, better. Okay, put on the right side. Okay, now we need to form equation. Okay, we have to find y, we need to form equation. What equation we need to form? Depends on what information given. Okay, they give us volume of the cone is 320 pi. Definitely we need volume of a cone. Still remember the formula? Volume of a cone is 1/3. Remember that's 1/3. 1/3 pi r square h. Okay, we need this definitely because they give us volume. Okay, 320 pi, we put here. 1/3 and pi, fix it already. Then r, do we have r? We don't have. And then y, okay, y is, the height is y. Okay, when you have 2 unknown, you cannot find. Okay, we sub everything inside first, then you will realize that there will be 2 unknown. Okay, volume is 320 pi. Equal 1/3. Okay, we keep the pi so that the pi can cancel later. R, what is R? We don't know. We have to put R square again. Okay, then how about Y? Oh, sorry, how about the height? The height is Y. Okay, go Y. Okay, pi, everything divided by pi. Pi and pi cut away. Okay, we left 320 equal 1 over 3r squared y. All right. When one equation, you see two different unknown, you can't find. You can't find anything. No matter what you move left, right, you're still stuck with the two unknown. So we need another equation. Okay, we need another equation. With one equation like this, we cannot do anything. So guys, what other equation we can form? Other than volume of a cone, what else do you see? Other than volume of a cone, do you see that there is a triangle here? Okay, correct, a triangle. So when it's a triangle, right angle triangle some more. And then all the three sides given, you will think of Pythagoras theorem. Yes. Okay. Pythagoras theorem is a square plus b square equal c square. Okay, a square plus b square equals c square. This one. Okay, c must be the longest. Okay, so this will be c, opposite of 90 degrees. Then the rest will be a and b. Okay, so we sub. The a is r. Okay, r square plus b is y square equals c is y plus 2 square. A square plus b square equals c square. Okay, what do we want to find from here? As long as we can find r square, because we need r square. You see that? You don't need to find r, you need r square. As long as we found r square, then we can sub it. Okay, now our focus is to find r square. This y square bring over. R square equal y plus 2 bracket square minus y square. Okay, r square equal, okay, we need to expand this bracket. Okay guys, y plus 2 bracket square, how many terms do we get? This one since form 2. When you want to open this bracket, remember, we will have 2 or 3 terms. 2 or 3 terms. It's always 3 terms. Do not make this mistake anymore. If they ask you a plus b square is not equals to this, okay, I know some of you, if you don't think properly, you will thought that a square plus b square. Expand already lah, like this. No, this is wrong. So when you see 2 terms with a square, you will always get 3 terms. Okay, the correct way will be, okay, you will always get 1, 2, 3. Things in the bracket, if it's plus, okay, if it's plus, the first one plus. The last one always plus. Remember this thing. Okay, how do we get the first term? The first term here, square. A square. How do we get the last term? The second term, square. B square. How do we get the middle one? These two terms times together times 2. Remember, times together times 2. A times B, AB. AB times 2, so it's 2AB. You should get 3 terms instead. Understand? Okay, now back to this. If you see 2 terms and then square, so you always get 3 terms. So the 3 term will be, okay, things in the bracket, if it's plus, the first one plus. Second, always plus. Okay, how do we get the first term? The first thing, square. So it is y square. How do we get the last term? The second term, square. So we get 4. How do we get the middle term? These two terms times together times 2. Y times 2. So it's 2y. 2y times 2. 4y. Understand? And don't forget, we still have this minus y square. Put at the back. Okay, r square equal how much? Okay, you see, y square and minus y square. These two, no more, become 0. So we left 4y plus 4. Okay, this is our r square. We don't need to find r. We need r square. Okay, this let's say I call it as equation 1. This, I call it as equation 2. So now, sub equation 2 into 1. Okay, we continue. 320 equal 1 over 3. Okay, the r square, we found it already, which is 4y plus 4. And then times y. Okay, now check. One equation, if it's only with one unknown, now we left y alone only. Y. Then you can find y. Okay. Bring this 1 over 3 over. Become times 3 easier. Okay, 320 times 3. So we get 960. Equal. Okay, we left 4y plus 4 and also y. So this y expand. So we get 4y squared plus 4y. Okay, arrange in general form. Okay, check. Since this y square, positive 4y squared is already on right hand side, okay, we bring this 960 to the right hand side. Okay, so that we have 4y squared plus 4y. Okay, you bring this 960 over, minus 960 equal 0. Okay, guys, can simplify or not? Yes, right? Everything can be divided by what? Everything can be divided by what? 4 can or not? Check and see. Everything can be divided by 4? Yep. Okay, everything can be divided by 4. Okay, whole thing divided by 4. So we get y squared plus y minus 240 equals 0. Okay, then now open 2 bracket equals 0. So y, how much? y1, y2. Okay, the A is 1, B is 1, C is negative 240. 1, negative 240. So we get first answer 15, another one is negative 16. Okay, so y minus 15, y minus 15 equals 0. Y plus 16, y plus 16 equal 0. So negative 16, bracket, rejected. Or you put ignore, also can. Okay, y is 15. Does the question want other thing? Okay, they just want the value of y. So which means that. So how do you find chapter 1? Okay. I let you decide. Do you want to do the remaining 2 more questions? Chapter 1, 2 more questions, finish the whole chapter 1, or you want to go to next topic already? So what do you think? So far we have done 6 questions of chapter 1. Okay, come on, everybody tell. Okay, now it's like 50-50. Okay, we do next topic lah. Okay, next topic. These 2 questions, the answer will be given. Don't worry, guys. The whole set of paper. Why? The next 2 questions don't know how to do it. Okay, we look at next one first. Okay, you all decide. But 3 logical reasoning or straight line y equal mx plus c. Because your exam, you decide. Actually, later I teach you. Okay, straight line first. Okay, come on, we go straight line. Actually, I also plan to do straight line more. Okay, we go straight line first. Okay, we left 1 hour. Okay, straight line, can you go to page 13? 13. Now, straight line. Make sure you know, because this thing gonna stuck with you until form 5. your Form 3, Chapter 9. Okay, always remember straight line. Simple question. Okay, everybody answer me. If I have a straight line, a vertical line, vertically like this, what is the equation of this line? Everybody tell me. Come, flex your knowledge, things you learned last year. If it's a vertical line, go down, touch x-axis, touch 4, so we call this line as Joy, I don't want the gradient, I want the equation. So this line is called x equals to 4. Okay, when I have a horizontal line, 2. What is the equation of this line? What is the equation of this line? When it is a horizontal line, it touch y-axis. Okay, it touch y-axis 2. So this is called y equals to 2. How about this line? When x is 1, x is 2, x is... Okay, when x is 1, y is 1. When x is 2, y is also 2. Okay, what is this equation called? This one. A 45-degree line, slant line, pass through origin. What is the equation? It is when x is 1, y is also 1. When x is 2, y is also 2. This line is called y equal x. Y equals to x. Okay, how about this? Okay, you agree? Y equal x and x equal y got difference, man. This is x. Okay, x is -1, y is 1. X is -2, y is 2. X equals y equal. Yeah, Zachary, your answer is the first one, is it? Now I'm asking the second one already. Okay, so the first one, this one is y equal x. So the line go up, so x is positive, gradient positive one. Now if terbalik, now this line go down. It's also 45-degree pass through origin. So this line is called y equal negative x. Okay, all these very common equation will appear in the question. Okay, when we have a straight line, just a random straight line like this. So what is the equation? So if it's a slant line, always y equal mx plus c. Okay, this one don't have any specific answer yet. Okay, because we don't know what is the gradient, we don't know what is the c. But when you see slant line, y equal mx plus c. Okay, now let's look at the first question. Okay, first question. So it is a parallelogram, segi empat selari. So when it's a parallelogram, characteristic is the opposite line, they are parallel to each other. So opposite line, they are parallel to each other. When both line parallel, what will be the same? When they parallel selari, they will have the not same length. The length can be different, can be one long, one short, doesn't matter. But when they are parallel selari, gradient are the same. Gradient keturunan. Then how do we find gradient? Gradient is m. To find gradient, we always need 2 points. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Remember this? Okay, there is another formula. Can anybody tell me another way to find gradient? If I don't have 2 coordinates, if I don't want to use 2 coordinates, I want to use another way to find. Negative y-intercept over x-intercept. Yes, if you have both intercept, also can. All right, now let's look at the information. Okay, they say PQ is 15 15 unit PQ. Okay, you label 15 units. A, find the gradient keturunan of QR. Okay, let's see where is QR. QR here. Okay, to find this gradient keturunan, we need two coordinates. Do we have two coordinates on this line? Don't have, nothing. We don't have any coordinate on this line. If don't have, it's okay. You can always pinjam from friend, another parallel line. We can use PS. Correct? Is that given two coordinate? We have S 3, 2, P coordinate -9, 0. So we can find gradient. Okay, question 8. Gradient keturunan of QR, y minus y. 2 minus 0 over x minus x. 3 minus -9. Hojita or not? Yes, please. Then over 12. Okay, so what is the final answer? So 1 over 6. Okay, the gradient is 1 over 6. So this is also 1 over 6. Okay, now B. What is the equation of RS? Okay, now the question asks equation RS. Okay, let's find where is RS. Okay, RS is a slant line. So if you talk about equation, when it's a slant line, always think of y equal mx plus c. Okay, you need to form y equal mx plus c. What is the first thing you need to find? Always need to find m first, followed by c. Okay, gradient. Let's check RS. Can we find gradient of RS? If you want to find gradient, you need two coordinates. Is it given two coordinates? Okay, R don't have. We only have one coordinate. Cannot. So with RS, this line, you can't find gradient. But it's okay. We can always use the other line, which is parallel to it. So they have the same gradient. Okay, you need two coordinates. P, we know it is -9, 0. But how about Q? Q is also not given. So how do we find it? You see, they give us 15 units for a reason. Pythagoras theorem again. If we know this is 15, if it's -9 here, which is 9 unit, this one 15, so we can find the height here, isn't it? By using Pythagoras theorem. 15, 9. So how about this one? Okay, let's do Pythagoras theorem first. So to find OQ, Pythagoras theorem, plus or minus? Pythagoras theorem, okay, again, this one is the longest already. I want to find a shorter one. So 15 square minus 9 square. Minus. Okay, what is the answer? 15 square minus 9 square is 144. Square root 144, 12 units. Okay, if OQ is 12 units, then Q is 12. Okay, Q is also called, okay, look at this line. This line Q touch y-axis. This is called y-intercept. Then P touch x-axis. This -9 is also called x-intercept. So we can use the second method to find gradient. Right? When you have y-intercept and x-intercept, you can find gradient. If you want to use coordinate, also can. Okay, up to you. Okay, let's try using m equal negative y-intercept. How much? Y-intercept is 12. Okay, 12 over x-intercept. X-intercept is -9. So negative become positive. So at the end, gradient, both can be divided by 3. So 12 divided by 3, 4. 9 divided by 3, 3. So gradient 4 over 3. Okay, once we have m done, now the second thing we need to find C. Okay, check RS, this line. Do you have C? Y-intercept. Where should be the y-intercept? Y-intercept means the line must intersect at y-axis, meaning this line should extend long enough until it touch here. So this C. Okay, obviously not given. If it's not given, how do we find how to find C if it's not given? Okay, if you want to find C, always sub into the question. Okay. Yes. Now the equation y equal m, we already found it, 4/3x plus, how to find C? Don't know. I mean C we don't have. To find C, sub a coordinate. Okay, what coordinate can be used? Check. You want to find this line, RS, definitely you need the point on the line, 3, 2. Don't go and use other line. You are not finding other line. You want RS, so you use the coordinate on the line RS. Sub 3, 2. Okay, y is 2. X is 3 plus C. Cut. 2 equal 4 plus C. So at the end, C equals to how much? Bring the 4 over. Bring the 4 over. I want C. Bring the 4 over, become 2 minus 4. So C equals to -2. Okay, you check the diagram, logic or not, if the C is -2. Just now, I extend the line long enough until it touch y-axis. So you see, the C is below 0. We should get negative answer. And we got negative answer. So means your answer, high chance to get correct in exam. If you get some weird answer, please check again the working. Okay, so you know that it's negative value. I get -2. Okay, then correct. So the equation, write one more time. So it is y equal 4/3x minus 2. Okay, this one question done. What do you think? Do you all still remember this chapter? Things you learned last year. Is it familiar? It's like, so easy. This thing I learned already last time. Or why is it so new to me? What is your feeling? Let's look at question number 2. Okay, number 2. What is it about? O is origin. PQRS is the location of the tent in a campsite. Okay, important thing. PQ is parallel to straight line SR. PQ, this line is parallel to SR. Okay, if it's parallel, okay, put arrow, parallel. Parallel, gradient same. Okay, then another information given, QR is parallel to x-axis. Where is QR? Okay, QR, this line, parallel to x-axis. So what they try to emphasize here is QR is a horizontal line. No, not slant line, horizontal line. Okay, given the scale is 1 unit equals to 2 meter. The distance between Q and R is 20 meter. Okay, Q and R is 20. You see here 20 is meter. But everything in the graph, we use unit. So 20 meter is equals to how many unit, guys? If they say 1 unit is 2 meter. So when it is 20 meter, means is 10 units. Yep. So QR, this length is 10 unit. 20 meter is the actual length. But when you draw to graph, we always use unit. Okay, now question 1. State the equation of QR. Equation of QR. Let's see where is QR. Okay, QR is a horizontal line. Okay, guys, when it's a horizontal line, the equation start with what? X or Y. Just now the first question I asked. Like this one. When it's a horizontal line, you always imagine horizontal line will touch only y-axis. So definitely y equal y. Y equals something. Okay, what is the something? How do we know? Okay, this line, QR, touch Q, what number? Okay, you see the equation given. Every time when the equation given is not in when it's not in y equal mx plus c, we arrange it. Okay, you see the y in front got 5. Can we say that the gradient is 8? Cannot. Of course cannot. Can I say the C is 50? Cannot, because this is not y equal mx plus c. So we need to rearrange. Okay, rearrange. If we rearrange, so the c is actually y-intercept, which is here. Okay, so everything depends on this equation. Okay, let's arrange the equation nicely first. 5y equal 8x plus 50. So this is the given. But this is not in y equal mx plus c. So the 5 bring over. Y equal divide by 5. Both terms divide by 5 separately. So 8 over 5 x plus 50 also divide by 5. 50 divided by 5, we get 10. Understand? Okay, if you arrange the equation in y equal mx plus c, you know that this is m. You know that this is c. Agree? So where is C? C is y-intercept. The y-intercept of this line should be Q. So here is 10. You label nicely. Okay, guys. Can you tell what is the equation of QR now? If you know this is actually 10, what is the equation of QR? So the answer is y equals to 10. You have to mention y equal 10. Okay, B. Find the equation. Okay, you need to find equation. But which line? Equation of straight line connecting tan S and R. SR, this line. Okay, when you see it is a slant line, always y equal mx plus c. You get ready this thing first. Always y equal mx plus c. The first thing we need to find is m, followed by the second thing c. Okay, first thing m. Can anybody tell me what is the m? What is the gradient of this line? What is the gradient of this line? Do we need to find all over again? No need, correct? Because we know that these two lines are parallel. Just now we already arranged the equation. Gradient is this one. So it's 8 over 5, correct? So y equal 8 over 5 x plus, what is the c? C, don't know. C is y-intercept here. C, not given. No? So if it's not given, how do we find it? Always sub, correct? Okay, you need to sub a point. Which point? You guys, any idea? You have to use a coordinate that on this line. Any coordinate, but must on this line. Then what coordinate we have? What coordinate do we have? Okay, go find. Coordinate or not? Yes, actually, yes, R. You can find coordinate of R1. Okay, what is the coordinate of R that you already know? Because this is a horizontal line. Okay, you know this is 10, so the y is 10. How about the x? From the start, the questions tell that this is 10 unit. Isn't it? If it's 10 unit, meaning if I go down here, will also be 10, correct? I repeat, this one 10 means here 10. So the x is 10. So we have the coordinate 10, 10, the coordinate of R. So sub 10. Then we sub R 10, 10 into it. Okay, y is 10, 8 over 5, x is 10 plus c. So at the end, c how much? Okay, 5 and 10 simplify, we get 2. So 10 equal 16 plus C. If you want to find C, okay, don't move C. I want to find C. I move this 16 over. C equal 10 minus 16. C equals to negative 6. So the S here is negative 6. Logical. Okay, logic or not? What do you think? If this is negative 6, 0 here, bottom negative 6. Yes. So the answer is y equal 8 over 5x minus 6. Well, okay. Can you, yeah. Are you saying these 2 points R and S? If the distance shorter, would it affect the gradient? Is that your question? Okay, gradient means how slant the line is. It's not affecting by the distance. If the line is this short versus another line is this long, the gradient are the same. If they are parallel, gradient will be the same. Because gradient is nothing to do with distance. It's to do with the steepness. Why the x for QR is 10? Okay, now I repeat. Why the x coordinate is 10, isn't it? Because the question mentioned QR is 20 meter. And the question said 1 unit is 2 meter. Okay, 20 meter is the actual size of the 10. Now this thing is actually a 10 side and all. But when we draw on the x and y axis, we use unit. So we convert it to unit. So it's 10 unit. 20 meter is equals to 10. 20 meter is equals to 10 unit. So if this line is 10 unit, the length is 10, which means the x is 10 from 0 to 10 like this. Yeah. And use the intercept on the x-axis to count this one. Yeah. If you know the coordinate, the x-intercept, no problem. You will get the same answer. If you can find this one. Okay, let's do next. One more? Okay, we do one more question, then we go next topic. Okay, number 3. Diagram 6 shows straight line. Okay, we have 3 straight line. What is the, okay, in the important information here, okay, we have 3 straight line. R and S is on y-axis. Check. R, S on y-axis. And then RQ is parallel to x-axis. RQ, this line, parallel to x-axis. Okay, A, what is the coordinate of Q? Hey guys, what do you think? The coordinate of Q. So what coordinate you already know? If it's parallel, means this is a horizontal line. Horizontal line, you see, it points at 5. So the y coordinate you already know is 5. Then how about x? Because this line given y equal x. Y equal x. Okay, you can use y equal x to find. Okay, you know y, this one is 5. Sub y equals 5 into the equation. What do you get for x? You get 5. 5 equal x. So x is 5. So the coordinate of Q is 5, 5. Actually, this question no need do step also can. Because you know that y equal x means whatever y it is, the x will be the same. No need. Actually, y equals to 5. X is also 5. 1 mark only. This one exam will be given 1 mark only. Okay, B. What is the equation of SQ? Where is SQ? Okay, SQ is this line. Okay, so it's a slant line. So when it's a slant line, always think of y equal mx plus c. First thing, find m. Second, find C. Okay, M. To find gradient of this line, do we have two coordinates? We do have, yes. So we have 5, 5, and we can use this one. So the coordinate of S is 0, 3. Okay, let's find M first. Always find gradient. Y2 minus Y1. Y minus Y. 5 minus 3 over X minus X. 5 minus 0. So what is the gradient? 2 over 5. Okay, M done. C. Is C given? Is C given? C is y-intercept. Yes, it's given. Is it this line? The line we want. Okay, C is this one, it's 3. So you don't have to do anything. You got the answer ready. The C is 3. So you just have to arrange one more time. Y equal 2 over 5x plus 3. Now, trust me, exam sure come out y equal mx plus c. It's popular topic. Make sure you master this topic. There are many more questions at the bottom, so you can try it out. Okay, next topic, guys. Now, anyway, we still need to do a bit of chapter 3. Okay, go back to number 6, page 6. Your exam will cover chapter 3 definitely. Okay, make sure you know everything here. Come on, page 6. Okay, let's start. State whether the following statement is true or false. 57 is a prime number. True or false? True or false? Is 57 prime number? No, 57 can be divided by 3. So false. Okay, false. Next. Write down inverse of the following implication. Okay, inverse songsangan means you, okay, everything remain. Everything remain. You just change to not. Change to bukan. Okay, write it down. Okay, for English, everything remain. If 5 is not a factor of n, you just change the is to not only. You allow change to bukan only. Then n is not divisible by 5. ABM, jika 5 bukan faktor n, maka n tidak boleh dibahagi tepat dengan 5. Okay, 1 mark. Next, premise 1. If P is a perfect square, then square root P is an integer. Conclusion, 15 is not a perfect square. Okay, this argument, this hujah is type 1, 2, or 3. Form 1, 2, or 3. Okay, type 1, 2, or 3. So when you see not, bukan, is the third one. Okay, is the third one. So when it is not, okay, third one, premise 2 have the right things at the back first. Okay, think at the back first. This one. Then you change to not. Okay, so you see what they change. Okay, they write things in front in the conclusion, but they change the P to 15. They say 15 is not a perfect square. So same thing apply here. The P you have to change. So you're gonna write square root 15 is not an integer. Okay, square root 15 bukan integer. Why 57 is a prime number false? Because 57 can divide by 3. 57 can divide by 3, I get 19. Then it's not a prime number already. That's why false. Okay, based on the information below, make one conclusion by deductive. Okay, you highlight this word. Every time when you see deductive, what do you want to write? What they want you to write? Deductive means things very specific at the end. Meaning, you need answer. Okay, means straight away right answer. So they will give you a formula, and the formula will allow you to find answer. So remember, deductive means find answer. Okay, they say sum of interior angle of a hexagon. Okay, hexagon, how many sides? Hexagon is 6 sides. Is 6 sides. Okay. The sum of interior angle of a polygon is n minus 2 times 180. So we need to form a deductive argument. Means our answer must be specific. N is 6 minus 2 times 180. So the answer, 4 times 180, 720. Done. This is called deductive. Now you see 2 marks. Exam this particular question 2 marks, which means if you sum the first line, you get 1 mark. Okay, so don't skip this line, otherwise you don't get full mark. So this one. No need to copy the question. No need. No need. Because deductive means they focus on the answer actually. It's not about writing sentence. It's about finding the value. E, write down the converse. Okay, converse across. And hence determine the converse is true or false. So across converse means you terbalik the sequence. Switch only. Okay, you go write if. Okay, if you're gonna write things at the back, a minus b less than 0, then a less than b. Okay, this one, true or false? What do you think? If a minus b less than 0, the answer less than 0, which means a is smaller than b. A minus b less than 0 means you get a negative value. Then a is smaller than b. This is true. Alright? Alright, this is true. F. Okay, let's see. First three pattern of a sequence of pattern. Okay, make a general conclusion. Okay, you highlight by induction. You see the word inductive, induction. For the number of dots in the middle of the shape, D. Based on the number of sides of the shape, N. Okay, if it's induction, what do they want us to do? Like deduction is find answer. Things at the end must be very specific. Induction is the opposite. You need to write something very general. So when you see the word induction, you want formula. Yes. Okay. You write conclusion. Yes, you want conclusion, but the conclusion can be specific conclusion or general conclusion. Which one? So induction means you have to write general conclusion. Means formula. Something very general. Okay, I want to form a formula for the dots here. Okay, dots. We have 5 dots, 4 dots, 3 dots. Okay, how? So what is the formula you can think of? The formula must have n. Okay, the answer will be, okay, D is the side. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, and so on. Okay, D equal n minus 1. So the n start with what? D is the the dot. Okay. The yeah. Okay, this one no need write. Okay, for this one no need write n. Okay, the formula. Okay, this one can find the number of dots or not. Okay, n is the number of side n ma. Okay, n is the number of side. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is 6 side. 6 side, but I get 5 dots. 1 dot lesser. Then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 side, but I get only 4 dots. So also 1 dot lesser. This one, 4 side, I get 3 dots. So that's why n is the number of side, then you minus 1. Okay, this one don't have to write n equal what? Because if it's right, if we write n equal something, so the n start with what? We start with 6, isn't it? 6, 5, 4. Can the n be this number? From what we learned, can the n start with some random number? No, the n must start with either 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 following sequence, or 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, based on the diagram. So that's why this one you don't have to purposely write. Okay, this can be the answer already. This is the answer. I mean, you don't have to add on, write n equal what? No need. Okay, number 2. Sketch the pattern for a triangle. Okay, this one, guys, you sketch 5 sides. Okay, when it's a triangle, how many dots should have in the middle? Okay, you know the pattern. 6 sides, 5 dots. 5 sides, 4 dots. 4 sides, 3 dots. So if this one is 3 sides, how many dots? 2 dots. Okay, let's do one more, question 2. Okay, 2 questions only. Okay, we go next page. Okay, state whether the following statement is true or false. A cube has 6 bases. True or false? Top, bottom, left, right, front, back. So this is true. Burnout. Okay. B. Write down contrapositive, and then state whether the contrapositive is true or false. So contrapositive is you terbalik everything and also make it to not. Are we? Everything terbalik, things, we write things at the back first. If, okay, write things at the back. Don't start with the, because later if then, okay, if we're gonna write things, okay, we're gonna write the front thing to the back, correct? So the front thing we don't put at the back. You understand what I mean? The grammar here. So if we say a straight line, okay, if a straight line AB is a tangent to the circle C, then the straight line AB touches a circle C at one point. This is the small little grammar thing here. So we don't start with the, we put a. Okay. Yeah, guys. Change to not. Change to not. Forgot to change it. Is not. Okay, is not. Then the straight line does not touch. Forgot to change. Okay, does not touch a circle at one point. Okay, BM also, you switch, you change to bukan. Okay. after writing sentence, can you all type done? Are you all done? We move to next question together. 你先 done? Yes, Okay, complete the compound statement by writing the word O or N to form a true statement. In exam, make sure you pay attention, read carefully. Sometimes they might want it to be a false statement. Oh, true or false? Okay, guys, this one, what do you think? True or false? After writing, they ask us to state the contrapositive, true or false. Okay. This one, the contrapositive. If a straight line is not a tangent of a circle, then the straight line does not touch the circle at one point. This sentence got problem or not? If okay, what is tangent again? You also remember now? Form 3, you learn that in a circle, circle, a straight line that touch circle at one point, only one point. So this line is called tangent. Okay, this is called tangent. So they say if a straight line AB not the tangent of circle, see, meaning the straight line is not touching the circle at one point. So the answer is true. It's true. If the line not touching is not the tangent, means the line is not touching. Because only if the line touch one point, we call it as tangent. So this sentence is true. Okay, this is true. Okay, next, okay, back to this. So we have to use or and. Okay, we have to use or and. So 2 power 4 is 16, correct? Negative 5 more than negative 1. Wrong. Negative 5 is smaller than negative 1. So we have to use or atau in order to make this thing true. Okay, remember when you got one wrong, you have to use or. So if you use or, this whole thing is considered correct. Determine whether the following compound statements are true or false. Okay, look at first one. Okay, they use and done to join. If both correct, use or also correct, or use and also correct. Means doesn't matter. Both correct already, no matter what is still correct. Okay, this one true or false? Okay, negative 6, 4 and negative 6 is the subset of this set. Subset, okay, this symbol, subset means it is part of it. Is it true that 4 and negative 6 can be found in this set? What do you all think? 4 and negative 6, is it the subset of this set? The answer is yes. You can find 4 here. You can find negative 6 here. So 4, negative 6 is the subset of this set is true. Understand? Subset means it is part of it. Is 4, negative 6 part of this set? The answer is true. Blind already. I know. Can tell that. I so obvious also cannot see. Okay, I circle for you. Okay, so it's true. Then the second part, this one, true or false? The number of this symbol, okay, this symbol is empty set. Set kosong. The number of element for empty set is 0. Already say it's empty set means nothing inside. Nothing inside. The number of element is 0. So this is also correct. So this is true. Yes. Empty set means don't have nothing. So it's 0. The number of elements is 0. Okay, B. True or false? Okay, they use O. Atau 20 times 40% is 8. Okay, let's check. 20 times 40 over 100 is 8. Okay, this one true. Correct. 3 over 5, is it 0.3? over 5 is 0.6. False. But at the end, this thing is true or false? It's still true. It's still true because they use or. Even though there's one wrong, but the other one is correct, joining with or is still correct. Okay, D. Make a general conclusion. Okay, highlight this. Induction. Inductive. Induction means the answer must be very general, which means you want formula. Okay, formula. Which of the following pattern? Okay, the formula. So the answer is, okay, this one don't have to include. Every time you see 4 plus the square or repeated is definitely in the formula. Okay, when you see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, this one we can change to n. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 also. This also can change to n. Okay, so at the end, the answer is 4n plus n squared. N square, comma, n equal 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3 dots. Got n squared at the back. Exactly. You want to say you're blind again, is it? Okay, next. Complete the argument to form a valid and sound deductive argument. Okay, form a valid deductive yang sa. So valid sa means the arrangement, the format must be the same. Whatever have to be written first, you write first. Okay, all quadrilateral have 4 sides. Semua sisi 4 mempunyai 4 sisi. PQRS have 4 sides. So this one is which one? Which type? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can tell or not? Very obvious, isn't it? The first sentence start with all. Semua. You know that this is type number 1. Okay, if this type number 1, premise 2 and conclusion must start with exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing, meaning if this is PQRS, premise 2 must be PQRS also. PQRS. 4 side is at the back. So premise 2, we need to write PQRS. I'm going to write things in front. Is a quadrilateral. PQRS ialah sisi 4. Okay, now let's do one last topic. We left about 10 minutes. At least we can touch a little bit of this trigonometric ratio. Do you still remember this topic? Trigonometric ratio. Okay, guys, page 8. Okay, what are the things in this topic? When you see trigo, the first thing you think of is the sin cos tan. Okay, sin cos tan. This the sine cos tangent. You will think of triangle. Okay, it has to be a right angle triangle, and this right angle triangle must with angle inside. I say this. Other than 90 degree, you need one more angle. If the triangle without angle, cannot. Because with angle, then only you can label all the side. Let's say if the angle here, opposite of the angle is called, opposite. Opposite of 90 degree, what do we call? The longer side. Opposite of 90 degree is called H. And then the remaining is called A, adjacent, OAH. Okay, make sure you're able to label OAH. Okay, for sine, what is the formula? Sine theta always, you remember saw, O over H. Cos theta always, ha, A over H. Then for tangent, tangent is tua, O over A. Okay, always remember saw, ka, tua. So ka tua lor. Okay, now let's look at the first question. In the diagram show right angle triangle RST. Given that tangent theta 1.2, find the length of RT. Need to find RT in cm. At the end, you need to find sine theta and also cos theta. They give us this tangent theta 1.2. Okay, important. Convert 1.2 to fraction. How much? Use calculator, convert it. 1.2 fraction is how much? Make it into ratio. 1.2 is actually 6/5. Okay. The given information, 1.2 is actually 6/5. Now, when you see tangent, you will think of 2 OA. So this is O. This is A. OA. Okay, now you label in the diagram. Okay, theta here. Opposite of theta, this is O. Opposite of 90 degree, this is H. And this is A. Okay, now you compare. O is 6. But the O here is 24. 6 times what equals to 24? So 6 times what equals to 24, which is 4. 6 times 4 is equals to 24. Then which means the 5 also need to times 4. So the A will be how much? ST. So to find ST, so it's 5 times 4, 20 cm. This one 20 cm. If you have ST, RS, can you find RT? So RT, we just use Pythagoras theorem. So we can find square root 24 square plus 20 square. 24 square plus 20 square. So it is 976. So the answer is 31.24 cm. Okay, not done yet because the question asks what is sine theta and also cos theta. Okay, we need to find these two things. Okay, to find sine theta, okay, we always need OH. Okay, what is the O from the diagram? O, 24. How about H? H just now we found it already is 31.24 cm. Okay, 31.24. So now you key in this in your calculator. 24 over 31.24. So sine theta is 0. Can we write 2 decimal places? 0.77. Okay. Cos theta, how much? Cos is ka, AH. So A is 20. H is 31.24. So the answer is 20 over 31.24. 0.64. Still remember this topic or not? Okay, we go next one. Question number 2. Okay, this diagram shows 2 vertical poles, JKL and MN. Okay, we have these 2 poles. JK, KL, MN, all same length. Same length, same length. Given that the length of LN is 30. Okay, LN 30. MN, okay, MN is 12 cm. If this is 12, KL also 12. KJ also 12. Right, label. Okay, now this is important. Angle of depression of M from J is 63. Sudut tunduk titik M dari J ialah 63. How to draw this angle? Angle of depression is the angle from where? Depression. means the angle that you look down. So the angle that you look down. Okay, but from where? From J. Okay, from J, look at M. Okay, you find J first. Okay, every time if you know from J, don't straight away draw the line, go down to M. No, you need to draw a horizontal line first, which is your eye level. Okay, you know that you're gonna view from J, but before you look down, okay, from J you draw horizontal line. Okay, as though this is the eye level. Okay, then from J, now only you draw a line to M. Go down. You always need these two lines. Then only you label the angle is in between. Here, 63. Understand? Not here, guys. If you forgot to draw this eye level, this horizontal line, you will thought that 63 is this angle. But no. Okay, so now the 63. Okay, question A, they ask us to find angle of elevation of M from L. Angle of elevation, sudut dongak means the angle that you look up. From where? From L. Okay, always go to L first. From where? You draw eye level, okay, a horizontal line first. Then now from L to M, okay, now you draw another line. Okay, that is the way of doing. Always know from where, because from there you have to draw horizontal line. Okay, so the angle you want is this. You need to find this angle. Okay, question A, I want us to find this angle. So every time if you want to find angle or find anything, you need two information. Do we have two information? I want to find this angle. Do we have two information? I have 12 cm. I have 30 cm. Can we find angle? Yes. Okay, now you have to decide, use sine, cos, or tangent. What do you think? Use sine, cos, or tangent. So it is a right angle triangle. Opposite of angle theta, this is called O. Then opposite of 90 degree, this is H, and then 30 is A. Okay, I have 30, which is A. I have 12, which is O. OA is 2. We use tangent. Okay, we use tangent. Tangent theta equals to O first, 12 over A, 30. If I want to find theta, I want to find angle. Okay, this tangent bring over become tangent power -1. 12 over 30. Okay, so now everybody key in your calculator. So if you want to find angle, you need to press shift. Shift tangent. Okay, shift tangent 12 over 30, which is 21.8 degree. Shift tangent 12 over 30. Okay, now B. Find the length of JL. JL, where is it? JL. Means you got the answer already. So easy, this question. Okay, so question B, they ask JL means this one. So 12 and 12. 12 times 2. So it is 24 cm. Okay, guys. Now I want you to add one more. Okay, let's have C. Because this question, we haven't used this 63. They give this angle for fun. Okay, C, I want to add on, okay, find length JM. Okay, guys, we add on one more question. I want to find line JM, which is this one. Now, if this angle is 63, where else is also 63? So this is a horizontal line. We can add another horizontal line at M here. Okay, you add on, you draw a horizontal line. So if it's both horizontal, parallel line, zigzag, so this angle will be 63 also. right? Okay, I want to find Jm. Do we have two information? Actually, we have so many things. You can also use Pythagoras theorem, correct? Okay, you have two choice. Either you use Pythagoras theorem or you use trigo. Okay, let's use trigonometry. Practice trigonometry. So we have 63 degree. Let's say now I have 12. You have also 30. See, you want to use 12 or you want to use 30. Okay, let's say everybody, I want you to use, okay, if I want to use 12, we use sine, cos, or tangent. Opposite of 63, this is called O. Then now I want to find Jn, which is called H. OH. What should be the choice? If I want to use OH. OH is saw. Saw means sine. Okay. Sine 63 equal O is 12. H is Jm. Okay, so to find Jm, so this Jm bring over sine 63 can move down straight away. Jm equal 12 over sine 63. So the answer is 13.47. 13.47 cm. Okay, wait OH. Is your answer different? Can you check? Cannot be 13.46 eh. That cannot be. What do you get? 13, same ah. Then this question not logic leh. But Pythagoras theorem, 30 square plus 12 square, 32.31. Pythagoras theorem, you will get 30. OH sine 63, 12 divided. Some, okay, maybe the number that given a bit weird. Okay, but guys, this is the add-on question anyway. Okay, you can use Pythagoras theorem to find. Okay, or you want to use trigonometry also can. It should be the same. It has to be the same. Okay. Wait guys. Just now I use 12. If I use other, let's say OA, okay, if I use AH, okay, we try cos. Okay, cos 63 equal AH. A is 30. H is JM. Okay, guys, can you find this for me? What will be the answer? We try different method and see. Jm equal, this one bring it up, this one go down, 30 over cos 63. One. Okay. You get another answer. Okay, I think the angle not logic. Correct. Something wrong with the question. Not the method, no problem, guys. No matter what method you are using, as long as the number is logic, you will get the same answer. But here, obviously, if I use Pythagoras theorem, I get different answer. I use sine, I get different answer. I use cos, I get different answer. So meaning the angle got problem. The question because yeah. Then I understand why the question stopped here. They only ask the length of JL. Okay, but anyway, guys, it's already 2 hours. Okay, let's see what else is not included. Okay, the area and volume. Okay, I definitely not doing in this class is because too time consuming. You just apply formula. Okay, so you have to do on your own. Okay, guys. Okay, I promise that at the end of the day, answer will be posted in the Google Drive. But you have to complete everything first. Okay, then only you check answer lah. Okay, you do everything, then check answer. Okay, I think we should end our class here. Okay, you can get some rest, 2 hour rest, then you will join the next seminar, which is sejarah. Correct. Okay, hopefully, in exam, don't make any mistake. Okay, wish you good luck for your midterm exam. Where to find answer is in Google, is in the TDC website. There will be a folder to click in, but not now. The answer is not posted yet. Wait until every seminar finish first. Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Chingy, you're asking, wait now.